Aloha everybody! Today I'm going to make a video for the Hooked on You by Dead by Daylight's team Behavior Interactive. Now this is a dating simulator visual novel game that Behavior Interactive has released on the behalf of Dead by Daylight fans for all of us PC game lovers. Now unfortunately this is not on any consoles yet, but it is on Steam for PC only. So if you guys have a PC and it runs Steam, you guys can get this game. It's my first time opening this game. I don't know what to expect, so I'm going to get into it and let's check it out. Okay, new game. New file. Welcome to your dream vacation. Before we get started, what shall we call you? Wiggly Cheese. That's what I go as. So I have a controller here, but I'm gonna try playing with the keyboard. By the looks of it, it's not gonna really need. Oh, I can't go that far off. Just call me Wiggly. Huh. I can't edit it. Wiggly Che. Alright, Wiggly Che. We'll go for Wiggly Che. So far, I really like the menu. I really like the visuals of this game. Let's see if it's gonna hold up to the gameplay. Let's see if it's gonna hold up to the name, the true name, Dead by Daylight. I don't know who to date. I don't know what to expect. I've never played a game like this, so let's check it out. Cough, cough. Oh, that's me. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet. Salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you just nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to grasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What do you know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick of your stomach. Cough, cough. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. Ocean. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Wigglich. Maybe I continue? Please, go on. Oh, okay, so this is me speaking. Wigglich. That's me. And then this is like some entity or something talking to me. Okay then, as I was. That's me coughing. As I was saying. You look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Ah! What is that? A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark piled bugs, worms, and other ick. Well, I would do more than probably vomit. I'd probably be like, what the hell is that? Ah! Okay. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Oh, I can choose. Run, close your eyes, dig up that face. I should run, but I'm also curious to know, like, I don't know, I wouldn't close my eyes. It's kind of like, okay, did it. I'll dig up the face. I want to investigate, you know? I'm very interested in investigating. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Embedded in the ground before you. Oh, look. There's like something in his mouth. There is no body, just his head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of the poor dead soul. Ocean. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. I mean, I guess you can call me a take charge type. I always like to take charge in things, so You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distressed from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. Yeah, deposit, yeah. Sorry guys, I'm like, not the best reader. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? I mean, I usually like to save my money, but if I were to spend it right now, what would I get exactly? I think I'm gonna spend it. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep it. I like to save up my money. You never know when it's a rainy day. No thanks. Look, I'm gonna need level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday, and I've been looking all over for it. So whoever this entity or someone reading it, it's like the voice in my head, or I don't know what exactly this is yet. It's looking for this coin. It wants it, so it's a good thing I decided to keep it. Because I found it, right? Dropped it into a dead person's mouth? Could you just give it back? No. No, why would I give it? Look, I found it, and you're gonna come and... Look, this is money. I don't know what to expect on this island, or wherever I am. I'm gonna keep it, right? Psh, be that way, then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Ah! A volleyball. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there, right next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? Oh, the huntress! You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw drops. Well, your jaw just about hits the ground. Or drops. Both the same context. Wow. Well, it did drop, that's for sure. Wow. They did a good job on this animation and art. I mean, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I will admit. I didn't know what to expect, Behavior Interactive, but you did it. This is really nice. Wow. I'm kind of creeped. I'm not gonna lie. 4 gorgeous monsters standing halfway between you and well-tended football court. Volleyball court. Not football. Volleyball, everybody. Each of them oozes with undead energy. A magical aura revealing out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your head begins to race curiously. Fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed. Let's call them killers, I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. Wow, if these guys are considered killers, then what am I when I'm in the beach? So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you're completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at it. These monstrous lined up, well, literally monstrous. Sexy as monsters, though. What do you do? Toss it back, kick it back. Say no thanks, say nothing, do nothing. Well, it's volleyball, so you wouldn't kick it back. You would toss it back. I'll toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Hunter's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress' muscles ripple as she grips in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay, it's natural. Try hard much? Blech. Spirit. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again. You look across the beach as these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers not to give too much away, but at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted as blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Wigglitch. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna be working out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look. It's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who seems to have flesh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you on here? The Trapper says, You mean you've been here to do more than distract from my total domination? Deep sigh. That was Wrath. Wraith. I call him Wrath, to be honest. I don't know. Wraith? That sign means he is done with the game too. Either that, or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? He looks like he's ready to kill me too. He's creepy, but at the same time, really attractive. You know, you can, the Huntress. Oh, you know you can't. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to be sliced here. At least not yet. Ugh. Ooh. Oh yeah? Not yet. Hey, Wigglitch, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it'll be very important later. Very important. Or not important to any way whatsoever. Probably that one I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Oh, me? Huh. Wow, guys, this is really average. I would say I'm average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in the endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Wow, okay. Well, thank you for that. I'm like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. If that's considered cute for some people, I don't know. The Wrath. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility, flight, super strength. Well, if I was invisible, I'd probably go into a lot of places I shouldn't be. So that does sound pretty tempting. Flight, I like the idea of flying places, but then again, I don't know how I'd deal with the whole height situation. I'm kind of scared of heights, so I like the flight idea, but I probably would pass on that. Super strength. Oh yeah, if I was strong, like super strength, I could just break everything, destroy everything. I'd probably be doing a lot of Olympic games, but I think I'm gonna go with invisibility. Just cause I'm just curious to know what would people like say in other rooms, or I don't know, maybe just see things that I'm not supposed to. Not like that, but I'm gonna go with invisibility for sure. Invisibility. Same, although sometimes I think I already am. The Wrath. Let's just call him Wrath. The Spirit. What was your best subject in school? Math, definitely not. History, skipping class. Well, I always did go to my classes. I was a goody two shoes, you could say, but math was not it. History definitely was. I didn't have to study history to pass my exams on history. So it would be history for sure. History? Nice. It's important to know what came before so that you're not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. That alone is a very interesting quote that Spirit mentions. It's very true. It's good to know uh, the history, to not repeat the mistakes, but we will anyways. This has a lot of innuendo. So, yeah, it's true. The Huntress, what's your favorite animal? Ah, they're gonna do this to me. I do like dogs. I do like cats. I'm gonna go with a cat. Definitely a cat. I'm a cat guy. But I like dogs too. I like all animals. I can't pick a favorite. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love of all things cats? And more specifically, black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. What's your favorite color? Blue, blood red, 3-day-old corpse. I don't know what color 3-day-old corpse would be. I do like blue, but I like red. Red has always been my color that follows me around everywhere. Red. Yeah. Some call it color of love, but love is just another word for pain. Very true. What's your dream job? Not working at all, to be honest. No, I mean, astronaut, I've never been interested in space. It's, I would probably like to go for like 2 days, maybe, if there's like, just to go up and down. But I don't like space. Nightclub, people go there like, people usually high or drunk. So, I mean, nightclub promoter is a good business though. You're not just a nightclub guy. You promote the nightclub. Makes a lot of money. But not working at all. I mean, who wants to work when you can just chill on the island all day, right? If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. It's true. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Wow, they know. Best flavor of ice cream. I'm gonna go with chocolate. I like vanilla too, but always chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Same here. Dorathis doesn't say anything. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived, myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me, I'm right. Anyways, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator, you rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule of this island, even our faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Oh, I see. Should I say mint chip? Actually, I want to see what happens if I say chocolate. No, I said it, chocolate. The best flavor is chocolate. I mean, do you guys agree with me on that? Comment down below and let me know. I like chocolate a lot. You got a reading comprehension problem? Reading comprehension. Clearly English is not my best language. Don't judge me, everybody. I just told you mint chip was it, where it's at. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life. Whenever I want to, I'm in control. So don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. Tell me, what's your best flavor of ice cream? What the hell? Chocolate! No, it's chocolate. Okay, fine. I don't mind mint chip either. But do I want this guy voice or whatever it is controlling me? Chocolate. It's chocolate. The best flavor is chocolate. In case it wasn't clear, who is in charge? It's me! You have to understand. It feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. I died. I actually lost. Damn, the narrator does have control over me. So now I know that. So let's try again. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Oh wow, it's taking me way back. Okay, I guess I can skip all this because I pretty much know what they're gonna say. So I kind of screwed up. Sorry guys. Okay. So I would say I'm average. Actually, nah, I would say I'm very attractive. I'm very attractive. That's what you think very attractive is compared to this. Trapper flexes and his muscles are so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? You know what? I thought about it. Yeah, invisibility for sure. Invisibility. Same, although sometimes I think I already am. What was your best subject in school? Definitely history. History. Nice. It's important to know where you came from. Cat. Definitely like cats. And then they're gonna ask my favorite. Oh, I just wanna. She's a goth girl. I like blood red. Not working at all. Why would you want to work when you don't need to, right? Okay. I'm gonna say chocolate. Now, let's see. Apparently, the narrator here is very powerful, so I have to follow directions. The ocean kind of tripped me over, so... Okay, the best flavor is mint chip. So obedient, the ocean says. Why not? I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathing big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time, but the things I do hate, I really hate, you know. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. I really like the Spirit. I think I'm gonna go with the Spirit if I have to choose. She is so observant about things. Jeez. It's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now. And that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's a lot of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there it is. If you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead. I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog I'm made of. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog buddy. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely. Actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go back to the yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. They've got a yacht in this game? Wow. Okay. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. I did too, don't worry. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, and the way it's flaunted needlessly and cruelty in endangerment. It's so true, guys. Like, I also hate people that have to flash wealth. Like, just live your life, you know? If you're happy, then happy, but I feel like there's a lot of people just trying to flash it, like, just to show off. That's stupid. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? The hunter suggests. We can exercise and have fun as a group. Are you all serious? That's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? I get to pick? Woo! Okay. It doesn't say what it is. It's just a picture, so I have to guess. This is the volleyball court. This is the yacht. This is the lounge or something. And this is the... No, this is the lounge. It's the beach. I'm not into like flashy stuff, but I do want to see what the yacht is like. Let's go to the yacht. How about the yacht? Perfect! You obviously have a modicum of taste and good judgment. The reason why I chose the yacht, guys, is because if the spirit is tired, she can rest. Like, I'm sure there's rooms there. And, yeah, I think it's going to be good. At least I hope you do. Guess we'll find out. Worst case, we'll find out how strong your bones are, how heavy you are to pick up and throw, and how fast your lifeless body sinks. Should be a pretty chill day regardless. Hold on. Oh, Claudette! And Dwight, for just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. My headphone is beeping. Let me see, why is it beeping? What is it, my, Don't know why it's beeping. This is Dwight. They're also cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderous Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence, why we all shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long. I don't know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they are vibrating with a nervous energy that's starting to give them the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with their options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you could do is allow us to do our job. The most you do is help us get off this... Dwight? Yes, pardon me. Please follow me. Okay. They want to get out. I know that they're hiding something. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with. Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I try to escape? Escape them? Oh, no, I think you're mistaken. It seems like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island, Getaway, a couple of miles south of here. It was just much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those very big corporate outfit, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Don't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where we belong. Now, go off. It's time for an activity on this island. Your decisions matter mostly when I agree with them, not like the other island. So, what will it be? Okay, so, uh, I did say yacht, but I guess they don't want to do the yacht. So, maybe the lounge? Or whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea of volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was just putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone, but not giving a crap, and when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island! But it turns out I'm not the first to toss those kind of threats around the island. So, thanks for getting it called off. Are we threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight who takes on a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please just make it quick. Is that what you're saying when we go behind the bar to make you a drink of our dreams? Ah. Hilarious, right? Right. Yeah, right. So, what will you be having? I don't know any drinks. When I go to get a drink, I just say water, because it's the best drink you can ever have. But in this, I'll just say virgin daiquiri, because it doesn't sound like there's alcohol in it, and I don't like alcohol, so we'll do a virgin. I didn't come here to party. I'm just trying to make the best of a very strange situation. I don't know. How about a daiquiri? Is that a real drink? I don't even know. I know how to make it that, but skip the liquor. I'll just have mine virgin. Oh wow, it really is me speaking. Trapper snitchers at your choice of words. Sure you will, kid. Don't mind him. We don't need to soak ourselves in booze just to please someone else's expectations. If you ask me, there's enough spirits here already. Besides, alcohol just numbs you to painfully realities of the world. I choose to face them head on. Me too, spirit. You'd never do something I like. I don't know, hide from all it behind the world's largest hat or anything. Please allow me to ignore any fashion advice from the man wearing a doll's face as a mask. Not a doll's face, jerk. Since we've fulfilled your requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should know where was a catch. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time. I swear I had to know that pull this kind of fox enthusiastic community building crap. I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar. You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. This sucks. But it could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? So the Wrath has a hat too, huh? I've literally never seen him on a hat. In a hat. If we must make a small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities I definitely never did because I'm not a nerd. Methinks a certain someone doth protests too much. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath this cool fog beneath my severed hat, the topic I choose is books, novels, comics, fiction, or non-fiction. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life. The escape into your own mind. A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were too much enthusiastic about drinking. Enthusiastic. Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you. Wigglitch, what's their desert island book? The one book you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Or, and it has to be a classic horror for a reason that should be obvious, She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in the public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gone soft these past 100 years, so what's your favorite? Actually, I would take a horror book. So if I had to choose, I guess Dracula, but I am reading a horror book right now. It's called A Loop by Koji Suzuki. It's a Ring sequel. So yeah, I would choose a horror book for sure. Dracula though. Dracula is the one classic that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger only to learn later on that they're a mortal villain. It's downright thrilling. Well, I guess, but I was gonna say that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger and even death that he poses, you can help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents. Same here. So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone? Who did they think would buy into that? If you're going to be trapped into a nightmare that is undead life eternal, which I know a little something about, you could do a lot worse than the great clothes, castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask covered eyes. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Great idea! Oh wow. It's this guy. Just so you guys know, the Trickster is my least favorite villain in the game. I mean, not scary at all. Trickster, isn't it a bit late to introduce a new chapter? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello, and who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack! I don't know. What's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle of our game? That's what I say, basically. Oh, I can't say. I was just saying it's a great idea, while also teasing the secret Trickster ending. I've got much, much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo-doo. The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap spit. That's it. But let's be clear. This ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. All makeouts will happen out of view, public eye, real romantic like. Yes, romance is the goal, so we'll all be waiting here in a complete silence trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. Like adults, romantic, well-adjusted adults. Wiggly Chit, you're up. You grip the bottle in your hand and put your fate in the hands of the empty bottled gods. Mini games consist of two parts. On top of a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction, and on the bottom a target you're going to be pointing at. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame perfect for the less coordinated because there is no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer steps, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat it? Okay, let's try this. Ready I am. Away we go. Spin the bottle and see who you're gonna get. Oh, I have to press stop. Oh, you've got Huntress. You two are meant to be. You have to actually spin multiple times to get your real result. First, to get the 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the bottle on this island. Now get your spin on. Okay, I got the Huntress once. Ah, Trapper. You got Trapper. Yes, I got Huntress again. Actually, I want the Spirit, to be honest. Oh no, I got Trapper. Damn. Ah, oh no, I got the Trapper. I mean, they're all gorgeous, but I'd prefer the spirit, at least. Ah, I got an achievement. Casual minigamer. Trapper is your true match. Whoa, everyone says. Just this morning, you were waking up on a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel at Trapper, lust in his eyes, sweat glistering on his skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Trapper takes you by the hand and you're soft face to face at a private section of the bar. Oh my god, guys. He begins to reach you, putting his hand on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in a sexy way. Not in the sexy way he is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross him out so completely that he'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Trapper, we... Save it! It's not happening. Ugh. Don't cry. I know you get close to a living god and then feel the sting of his rejection. It must hurt bad. But don't take it personally. Well, we'll do, but just use it to make yourself stronger. It's not because I don't want to, it's because you haven't earned it yet. You might, later. Well, he's like one of those people. For now, it can be easy, sure, maybe one of the others, they're weak, sad, lonely. Not me, I don't need this. It's mine to give or withhold. Trapper is definitely full of it, that's all I'm gonna say. You really dodged a bullet. This means you'll have a chance to present yourself in a bit more flattering of a light later, assuming you survive. I'm not ashamed to tell you that. I think you're cute. I would make out with you so hard your heart would cave in if I wanted to, and I do, but I still won't. Oh, okay. Trapper thinks I'm cute. Moment of silence. Tell anyone I told you this and you die. They die, and then I have you all revived and kill you again. Trapper says. If anyone asks, I was the best you ever had, which I might just be another time. I hate to break up such a passionate moment, Dwight says. That we only assume was passionate because we'd never spy on you consistently while you're staying on this island. I feel like they're spies for sure. But dinner is being served right away and you must insist that you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation. When there are so many interesting things to die from. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrived at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy escape epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. Oh, haha, great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to just sit next to you. I get that. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expected Stir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole chick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you good-looking wiggly chit. Really good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't even fit on a table. They sat side by side. Where do they come up with these ideas? It's so whack. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully, with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? Spirit says. It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs, spices, and we simply can't divulge. My favorite! Of course, meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat, so it's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey Wigglyche, you thinking what I'm thinking? I think I am. It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of the overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at spit, you spot what definitely appears to be a scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. Oh god. I think I might be sick. Is there something else to eat? That does sound yuck. This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there is one thing you're not gonna do today. You're not carving up this delectable meat. Wow, he's right for a change, 'cause I'm with my broad axe. It's a perfect tool for easily chopping anything in a twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean and the meat is cooked. No blood. Ah, you two and your ridiculously bicep swinging contest. Enough! Grow up! Obviously my gorgeous katana is only option obvious. The hell it is! Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop. Please. I hate when we fight or talk or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azuro. Great. Instead of slicing it up in a club, it in a second death. Hey, Wigglyche, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean, dinner. Oh, the guy's name is Felix. Oh, Felix, damn. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argue over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When we're all done, they'll take even longer cleaning up their weapons, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Whatever that is. Hey, why don't we just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to go cold. He hated it when I got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames consist of two parts. On top of a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction, and on top of the bottom target we're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Please press the spacebar to stop the pointer while the over target. Oh, okay. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? Let's do this. Ready I am. Away we go. Slice. Not bad. Oh, I get it. It's like the skill checks. Perfect. Ah, not bad. Ah, not bad. Ah, I missed it. You missed completely. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embraced being dead. I mean, they're all dead, right? This is obviously hell, I mean. Come on, the ocean says. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mysteries come easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% of disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through theirs. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Wiggly Chi. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Well, she's right about that. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in the spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut of my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Look at that seagull. Wow, have you ever seen a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, they were talking about lame misdirect. That was lame. I know. Yeah, she's right, Wiggly Chip. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Didn't you wash up on the island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull? He just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe we need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait. You haven't eaten, so you'd be poisoned. Whatever the answer is, you're clearly about to pass out. Hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you out now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too much of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having the fast forward back to where you were, alright? For this place hold many secrets, even from itself, but the one that truly matters you can be learned is if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious, I gotta give it up to the ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's your best interest to make more choices that I like. So apparently the ocean will eat me up alive if I don't do the right choices that it likes, right? You wake up to find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Oh, I passed out. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? You look into the darkness of the night and ponder her questions. Well, it's a simple question. How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of much massive nothingness? I'm gonna say I found someone special. Maybe this is a moment I'll have with Spirit. I used to feel that way, small and unimportant alone, but lately I'm not so sure. I've started to feel different. I've started to actually think that maybe this island is where I might meet someone special. You look at Spirit, who has turned from the ocean to look at you while you speak on this topic she's clearly so passionate about. A friend, perhaps? Something more? I don't know what this island has planned for me. Ha! A friend? Friends are just cowards who seek comfort in numbers. I had friends once. back before I was chopped into a bunch of pieces by my father. Friends aren't what's keeping me held together. I'm floating in a cloud of rage. Ugh, I was so dumb. So busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, and the perfect daughter. I didn't take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from all the true purpose of my destiny. The purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a bit silly, but spirits look around and see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I just tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid. That sounds badass. It does sound badass for sure. Right? But I didn't get it out, and then I, chop chop. Now the dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger? Huh. Nothing but darkness. I know like a few people that would say that, so I'd kill to have a dragon. Maybe not the best choice of words. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome, honestly, though I don't feel like I've got anything inside me at all, just darkness, never-ending darkness. Here I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on the island until you arrived. Perhaps I could light a torch and search through that darkness. Just as things are heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new dangers have popped up on this strange island. Only to find that Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in their hand which they waved in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick or cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in the after campfire story time, and that rate will be late. Playing sick? No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go! Once everyone has gathered at this fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you hasn't been sticking to the schedule. Sorry. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will you decide? Oh great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step on now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head off clean. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize that this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Okay, so sorry everyone. I think we're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true, it is really fair to pick on the newbie. Seriously, has anyone ever happened to be on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick on me one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quickly, then I'll drown you into blood. Cynthia, Fuss and Muss, are you back on? You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you'd love to kill, it's almost all you talk about. Nobody name any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. Okay, so now he's nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so Wiggly Che, who do you think should go? Damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn to a bloodbath. Damn, I gotta pick. I would go with Wraith. I choose you, Wraith. He seemed really upset, and he was the first to be upset, so I'm gonna give him the shot. Whoa, whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuits. Let's be careful with the interfaces, will ya? I'm not really one scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. You literally carry around a skull and spine as your little prop. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into his hollow, dark eye sockets. If you're looking for something Shakespearean in the story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of starting at the south soul of death and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood! Dripping, dripping, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightening stranger, bound and gagged. The young man reeled as he was about to accidentally murder the stranger. Was he about to accidentally murder the stranger? How could this happened? He'd fled the stranger who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and slit the stranger's throat. Ooh. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. What did you do? He asked the boss. I did your job for you. What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush the cars. The boss let out a miserable scoff at his face, controlling an evil disdain for a pathetic wrench in front of him. Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are? I don't know, mumbled the young man. Yes, you do, screamed the boss. Deep down, you've always known what is happening here. You just didn't want to admit it yourself. Your hands are unclean. My clients give my money and take care of their problems, eliminate their witnesses, tie up their loose ends, or actually you do. No, the young man whimpered and the boss towered above him. Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls. The young man's body shook with the soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was then, when the boss started laughing, it had happened. Something in the young man had changed. He stood up, taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl of the old man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, its stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, starting at the boss and its sniveled, crying wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in, farther piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled, empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled clean out of his disgusting sack of body, he smiled. Wraith stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room, until... I'm gonna spit story. The poor young man, I wonder what happened to him. Oh yeah, we never know. Well, wherever he is, I hope he's okay. I can't tell, but I think Wraith just smiled. Sorry, it's just weird to see him do it. Oh, on that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that you can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing that you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shores. This is nice. A true moment of peace, tranquility, that lasts for all 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's bearing his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing the guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge on this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on the island, the only lobster in the ocean of sardines. No one could give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Wraith approaches you. Hey, I'm probably not going to make a great impression because I guess that's just not really my thing. I just know that if you got to know me, then, I mean, look at the others around you. And I really hate to fire Pit, I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool. And I don't know, whatever, you know? A dip in the pool with a wraith? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him and offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Damn. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump into the ocean into the pool, you're pretty sure the killer companion couldn't handle it. Hey, do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told, like a minute ago? Yeah, yeah. Did you, what do you think of the young man in the story? Do you think he's weird? He's not weird. I don't think he's weird, but he is bad, and I'm deeply upset with him. He didn't have all the knowledge he needed to begin with, but what's important is that you do with knowledge once you have it. In the end, he's not better than monsters he killed. Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense. Did the young man remind you of anyone? I think it's a story about him. Yes. It's you. It's clearly you. But no, you're carrying around the guy's skull and spine with you right now. Wraith looks at Azarvo's skull, then out into the middle of the distance. A long silence ensures. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. It is cold in this water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Wraith seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut. Please, I can't be around any cube talk. Not since I heard the story from somebody else a long time ago. The story you just told us 2 minutes ago? Exactly, the one that wasn't about me. Usually we'd be nervous that we were about to make things awkward when we barge in, but obviously we couldn't hold a candle to whatever was happening here tonight. Either way, it's time for bed. For you, but not us. After you sleep, that's when we party. After spending all day cooped up in those tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two rage into the night. But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationships to tend to. You head over the campfire. The heat is comforting in this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Wraith's story about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. What do you know about your current situation? Is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil? And what if you like it? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, their now familiar creepy smile straightening from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lift by the fire. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and a blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types who want to rob their beauty sleep. Okay, so now it's ready to go to bed. Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Let's see what's on the station. Oh, I can choose stations? It's like a song for exploring a tomb, telling a story. I'll turn it off. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. What would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Um, I spent some time with Spirit. I've spent some time with Wraith. Um, I did have a moment with Trapper. I haven't really explored much with the Huntress. So let's see what she can bring to the table. Huntress, are you around? I was wondering if I can get a little company. Huntress appears in an instant. You really didn't hear her coming. She's more than happy to tell you a secret for falling asleep while she's feeling restless. Oh, yeah. Is that bedtime tea? In a Soviet lullaby doesn't work, this special mushroom tea has always done the trick. When I'm not clothing the blade of my hatchet in it easy the passing of victims, I'm steeping it hot mug of water. Try it. You do it. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voices from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made up of 60% of water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that, even amnestic video game protagonist. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you'd like. You'll never get to 100%, you hear me? Don't think I didn't see what you're up to. You awaken suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the Huntress right before bedtime. You should know they're not what you seem. Not like me, who's obviously completely honest and trustworthy. Okay, if somebody says that, you know you can't trust them. Just saying. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. One, I do take rejection well. Well, I do not take rejection well. And two, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink line radiation. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out of me, aren't you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I'm an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live little rights, they wouldn't know a good time if it bit them from the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said it, fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier, it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest, sleep, maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. It's on my left. Finally alone for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again, hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second, where are we? This isn't, oh geez, it is one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today really went well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or ultimately perish in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do you think of the newcomer? Do I have to say so? Or do I? Okay, attractive, mysterious. Wow, Huntress thinks I'm attractive and I'm mysterious. Yes. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by a mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my saffron. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who is the newcomer. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time, major buzzkill, and Trapper, oof, where did I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on a ton. I might missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Now we're gonna talk to the trapper. Well, we're gonna interview the trapper. The trapper. If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. For now. One false step, well, you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason, and they better call me Trapper. I swear if I watch this later and just listen to me as Evan, I'm gonna kill sure guy. Right. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe we'll realize I'm not the only one for them. They pretty much smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? The spirit. I know that everyone thinks me as beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay. Those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm not gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Still alive, day one. Well, guys, that is it for this chapter. I'm gonna save this. Wiggly Che is my name. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I did not know what to expect when I started recording this. I just got really excited when I got the news that this game is released. I want to try it out. I want to be the first to share it with you guys. Please comment down below. Let me know if you'd like to see a second episode continuation of this series. And let me know if you guys want to get this game and who your favorite character is. So far, I really like them all. Animation is beautiful. The art style is beautiful. It's very fun. There's a lot going on. I would try to aim at the spirit. I really like the spirit a lot. Trapper is just funny, goofball. And Wraith is just, I feel like he has some kindness, some love in his heart that's going to be probably experienced later on in the game. And the Huntress, I think the Huntress is not that bad, actually. I haven't explored much of her, but I think she might be interesting later on in this series. So thanks guys again, and see you next time.